What's up, YouTube? It's your boy John from Project Ellsworth. A couple days ago, I went out and did my monthly sweep of all the Dollar Trees in my area. I also stopped at Best Buy, and I stopped at Books A Million. It's another haul video. Hope everybody out there is doing well and staying safe as usual. Alright, so yeah, I try and go out to Dollar Trees once a month. I try and go out one day and sweep all of them. This time my wife and I filmed our mukbang. We hit all the Dollar Trees. I saw that the new Rue Morgue magazine was out, so I wanted to hit Books A Million. And I got a $20 gift card or gift points from Best Buy for spending money there while I was Christmas shopping. So naturally I had to go burn that. Alright, Dollar Tree. First movie I got was Yakuza Apocalypse, directed by Takashi Miike. In the ruthless underground of the Yakuza, Kimura is the legendary boss of the underlings. What was that? Star Wars, the kids in Star Wars. Oh, they were younglings. Whatever. He is rumored to be invincible, but the truth is a vampire with superhuman powers. He is a vampire with superhuman powers. Kimura's most loyal underling, Kageyama, K-A-G-E-Y-A, Kageyama, is seen as weak by the rest of the gang due to his sensitive skin that can't be tattooed. When assassins aware of boss Kimura's secret arrive from abroad, he is given an ultimatum: return to the international syndicate he left years ago or die. During an assassination attempt against Kimura, he bites Kageyama and passes on his vampire powers to the unsuspecting Yakuza. If I had any idea that was going to be that much of a pain in the ass to read, I would have never bothered. Sorry. Alright, next up we got Body Tree. The Body Tree. Nobody leaves. Ha, I get it. Alright, when a group of Americans travel to Russian Siberia to honor the memory of their murdered friend, they uncover a plot that threatens all their lives. Whatever. Body Tree. The whole concept of the title of this movie, in my mind, sounded pretty cool. Alright, next up is actually 3 movies in one. It is Dark House, and this comes with Grave Secrets and Empty Rooms. Not reading that one, just don't feel like it. Next up is something that my gut tells me is going to be absolutely terrible, but I'm curious. Alien Domicile. It has absolutely nothing to do with the Alien movies. 5 government contractors wake up to find themselves contained under the infamous Area 51. They are forced to confront a sinister government experiment and a horrifying alien host. So, who knows? This to me seems like it's going to be the worst one of the bunch, possibly. I bet you it turns out to be the best. That's just the way things work. Pardon me. Very disgusting. Alright, next up is The Lullaby. You'll wish you never brought your baby home. It's probably not as uncommon as you think. Alright. Chloe is overwhelmed by the birth of her first child. She begins hearing voices, the humming of a childhood lullaby, and sees flashes of a strange entity around her son. Convinced that the entity is real, she will do anything in her power to protect him. So, it sounds pretty good. We'll find out. Alright, and next up is yet another Ouija movie. Ouija 4. Alright, I'm not going to bother reading the back of it because it's probably about a board with a little plastic thing on the top of it. Next up, this one I thought was pretty interesting. It's something called Panzer, and you can interact with this movie. There's an app that you can interact with. So this one I will try and read to you. Very small writing. Very bad eyesight. When a group of students discover a Nazi bunker in their search for stolen art, all hell breaks loose when they find out it is guarded by something so terrifying you'll wish it was just a nightmare. But what makes Panzer so unique is that the film is interactive. Using a sophisticated cell phone app, that just telling you how sophisticated it is already makes me second guess it. Panzer becomes much more than anything you've ever seen. Utilizing your phone's camera, speaker, and other options, Panzer extends into the real world. So, I think it's a cool idea, and I'm definitely very curious. So, when I watch it and interact with it, well, that's not even the right way to do that. It is interact. I'm sure I'll let you know. Alright, next up is something called Patient Zero. In this pandemic thriller, Patient Zero, humanity is battling intelligent, adrenaline-fueled creatures born from a viral super strain. After being bitten, human survivor Morgan realizes he is asymptomatic. That's a big word. Good job, John. Stupid. And can communicate with the infected, leading the last survivors on a hunt for Patient Zero and a cure. It's always weird to me. Like, did you ever see that show, Z Nation? I watched all of Z Nation, and I quite enjoyed Z Nation. But it's always weird to me when there's like a half zombie or something like that, and a zombie can communicate with... I like zombies to be zombies and humans to be humans. I don't know, that mixing thing is weird to me. Alright, and the last thing that I picked up from Dollar Tree is Nuns, Deadly Confessions. Alright. Welcome to the strange world of Dr. Rogue. It's already strange when your name's Dr. Rogue. A psychiatrist with more problems than his troubled patients. From a dying clown to a nun with a dark secret, his client list is strange to say the least. When a detective finds himself excuse me, in the doctor's seat, he begins to unravel a dark mystery. But will he put the pieces together before he too becomes a victim of these twisted mind games? So, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I had a weird feeling that this movie's probably going to suck too. But they're Dollar Tree movies. Chances are they're all going to suck. But whatever. Collectors collect. That's what we do. All right, and at Books A Million, I went there to get the new Rue Morgue magazine. Looks like there's a big focus on Middle Eastern horror. It's interesting. And the bonus was the new Horror Hound came out with the Invisible Man on the cover. Wondering what that's all about, other than clearly the Invisible Man. So I got to read this and figure out why they are featuring the Invisible Man on here. Wondering if it's some sort of an anniversary, if there's another movie coming, which I don't think so, or if they just didn't have nothing to write about. So, we'll figure that out. Alright, and at Best Buy, I had $20 in rewards to spend at Best Buy, so naturally, I had to go to Best Buy and spend $40. Alright, first up, I got something called Alone. I saw somebody talking about this online, and they said that it was actually pretty good. So, I figured I'd give it a shot. It was like $12. I think all three of these, I believe, were $12. Jules Wilcox stars as Jessica, a grief-stricken widow who flees the city in an attempt to cope with the loss of her husband. When Jessica is kidnapped by a mysterious man and locked in a cabin in the Pacific Northwest, she escapes into the wilderness and is pursued by her captor. The key cast includes Mark Menchaca from Ozark and Anthony Held from The Silence of the Lambs. So, it sounds pretty good, and I heard good things, so figured I'd grab that. Alright, the next one I got, I don't remember where I heard somebody talking about this, but I also heard this was pretty good. The Dark and the Wicked. This was also $12, as I said multiple times now. On a secluded farm, a man is bedridden and fighting through his final breaths while his wife slowly succumbs to overwhelming grief. Siblings Louise and Michael return home to help, but it doesn't take long for them to see that something's wrong with Mom. Something more than her heavy sorrow. Gradually, they begin to suffer a darkness similar to their mother's, marked by waking nightmares and a growing sense that an evil entity is taking over their family. So, it sounds interesting to me. I don't remember who it was I heard talking about this, but whatever. $12. I figured, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. It's amazing. I feel the same way with $12 that I do about $1. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. There's got to be like a rehab for buying movies. It's got to be. All right, and the last thing I picked up was something called 12-Hour Shift. Right, a bloodstained romp, outrageously gory and chaotic is written on the back. And I'm trying to remember what this chick's name is. The girl who was in May. I do not remember her name. Whatever. Alright, it's 1999, and over the course of one night at an Arkansas hospital, a drug-addicted nurse, her scheming cousin, and a group of black market organ trading criminals get caught up in a heist gone wrong. Starring Angela Bettis. That's her name. Angela Bettis, Chloe Farnworth, Nakia Gumby Turner, Gamby. Oh my god, I so wish her name was Gumby. Kit Williamson, David Arquette, and that's it. That's all the names listed on here. But this one caught my eye because there's a big bloody chick on the back of it, and a big bloody thing on the front of it, like an organ donor box. I thought that this seemed interesting. And I'm trying to remember who I just saw talking about this movie. I'm telling you, man, your memory goes as you get older. It's ridiculous. I'm really not even that old. 49's not that old in today's world. But my mind just don't work as well as it did. I've seen people talk about all three of these movies. Couldn't for the life of me tell you who they were. But that's it. That's the haul for today. I'm going to get out of here. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I got to go upstairs and start editing this video, and then shortly thereafter get my son up for school. It's weird that he's got to get up for school again. Whatever. I'm sure I'll talk about all that at some point on another video. Alright, I'm going to get out of here. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really like this video and you've been enjoying my content up to this point, and all my early morning rambling, please do me a huge personal favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that bell. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Have a kick-ass day. And thank you for watching. Later, folks. Happy Friday.